Oh, and we're live. And we are good. Can still hear you. Everything's good. No technical issues.
No, I can hear you
Yay!
fine.
What's up, everybody? This is Alex Auxier, Artist Relations Manager for Orange, and this is another edition of Artist Relations Corner with me. And today's guest, Rekti Yoewono of the Indonesian band the S.I.G.I.T, which stands for, wait for it, the Super Insurgent Group of Intemperance Talent. He's also the bass player in the band Mooner, which I believe recently had a split with Earthless, or you were on a comp with Earthless?
We're going to be on a compilation with Earthless.
Was I not supposed to say that? Because if I wasn't supposed to say that, I can...
It's a good promotion.
Okay, good.
It's a good place for promotion.
Great, perfect. Man, we met very randomly. I was doing an Instagram live, and you joined me as a co-host for a few minutes. And in that time, it dawned on me that, holy shit, I should have been paying attention to this dude, because the S.I.G.I.T's awesome. Mooner is super great. You're a big basketball player and fan, and you also skateboard. Are you most well known for your music, or are you well known as a basketball player or a skateboarder?
I don't know, maybe for my silliness.
You're known for silliness?
I'm not really a skateboarder or basketball player, for let's say, but I'm into this, social media thing. Follower through my music, not through my skateboarding.
Well, dude, I mean, when you joined me as co-hosting, and I realized that you had, a huge following on social media. And then I was like, okay, who is this dude? So I started listening. And I mean, most Westerners would not probably equate Indonesia with psych rock right away. I mean, I know you guys have a crazy, awesome rock scene, actually, kind of like, but it's just not that well known on, on this side of the ocean. What led you to create the type of music that the S.I.G.I.T and Mooner create? I mean, what are your influences? What's the scene like?
Actually, these days there's not much a scene, if you call it like a bunch of group in San Diego with a similar kind of music.
Right.
We don't have that. We do have that, but it's not like a community thing. It's just a fan base. We got a huge rock fan base, and it's been here since the 60s.
Right.
So everybody loves rock and roll music since the the golden age of rock and roll, actually.
Right. I mean, you got, but Indonesia actually had a really cool rock scene in the 60s. I mean, I don't know that much about it. I just know that I've listened to some of those songs that you guys were creating then, and it's very psych rock. It's very kind of progressive for its time. I'm just curious, like, do you listen to a lot of that? Is there anything that you could recommend that people try if they want to hear some vintage Indonesian rock?
Yeah. I mean, some of you foreigners, not Indonesian, if you know the compilation called Those Shocking Shaking Days.
Those Shaking Days?
Those Shocking Shaking Days. It's a compilation of 70s Indonesian bands.
Okay. I see here.
I think your colleague have mentioned it on her live.
Is that Ella that you're talking about?
Yeah. I've seen her talking about the records like a couple of months ago.
So I'm gonna show everybody.
I would recommend everyone to listen to that.
Yeah, check that out. So that's if I want like a master class in classic Indonesian rock, this is what you'd recommend. Those shocking, shaking days.
Yes.
So, well, that's upside down, but yeah.
Really, I can see it.
No, that's me. Sorry. Yeah, cool. Okay. Awesome, man. Well, that's great. You guys are, you guys are an international touring band. The S.I.G.I.T is. You've played with bands like the Earthless before at festivals.
Not with Earthless actually.
Oh, you played Roadburn, did you not?
We haven't.
Oh,
but we play South by Southwest.
I did great research.
Did you Wikipedia us?
I did. It's open in another tab right now.
Yeah, sometimes they got it wrong.
Okay. No, I didn't read that there. I was skimming your social media. But you've played. Oh, so you did travel to the USA for South by Southwest.
Yeah.
Awesome. How was that experience?
It was awesome. It's very trippy. And it was the first time that I saw Earthless. It was not 2009. Yeah, it was mind-blowing, life-changing experience for me.
To see them in particular?
Yes. Yeah, to see them in particular. Because, wow. I didn't know what I only drink a cup of beer, but I was feeling that kind of, what do you call it, hallucination when I see.
Trip. You were tripping.
Exactly. Yeah, I was tripping. I was standing in front of Izzy, and he was playing Killer Solo.
As he does.
I started to see, hallucination and stuff, and it was crazy. But I think it was the music, the way that they build up the song. Because the way I remember, they got on stage, Mario setting up his drums and playing with his hi-hat or whatever. But turns out the song was already started, you know what I mean? Like, you're already jamming.
Yeah.
Not even like sound check.
And then it just goes into the show. It just starts all of it. Yeah. It's a progressive. Man, I had an amazing experience watching Earthless at Desert Days Festival, I think it's called, in like kind of in near Joshua Tree, California. And I was like you. I was not doing anything that I should not have been doing. You know what I mean? But it felt like it. I mean, that's one of the craziest bands ever to see live, in my opinion. With the live like acid stuff they have in the background. That's such a cool concept, and I just love them, dude. They're amazing.
They didn't even had
no backdrop
back then. Yeah. Just
and it still affected you that way.
Yeah.
That's amazing, dude.
Awesome.
So obviously Earthless, big influence for you, I guess. What's that guitar you're holding there? Tell me about that.
Yeah, it's my first Gibson Sg.
That's your first one ever?
Yeah.
Is it still your favorite one?
Yeah, this is my favorite one, and the neck is twisted, so it's always out of tune.
And you don't want to fix it?
I tried, but it's all back to twisting again,
Yeah.
I don't know, but I love it, so I keep using it because this I think it's early 90s.
Okay. It looks like an early 90s SG. Yeah.
And they use different material for the tunomatics, so it sounds different, and this is what I prefer.
It's funny, man. I work with a lot of artists that they have that one piece of gear that, like you said, it's broken, it's damaged in some way, and you can't fix it, and maybe you don't even want to fix it because you're used to it, and maybe it even does something for your sound, you know, that it wouldn't do if the neck was straight.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it doesn't sound like any other guitar that I have right now. Not even the newest Gibson guitar in the store.
Mhm.
So I wouldn't trade anything for this guitar.
Nice.
Maybe the original 61.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Um, that's really funny, man. Let's see. Um, do you remember? I like to ask this question of everybody, and this should be specific, very interesting. You know, considering you know that you're in Indonesia, but where was the first time? What was the first time you saw an orange amp?
Um, my I I think there was you know, do you remember Napster?
Oh, I remember Napster.
They had this, my friends, he used to download everything from the internet, and he had this compilation, like folder full of music video, and there
Yeah.
was a folder called Beat Club, and inside that was a German TV show from the 60s and the 70s.
Oh, you said Beat Club. Yeah.
Yeah, Beat Club. Yeah, and I saw Black Sabbath using Orange Amp, and then Ike and Tina Turner, and then who else? Everyone
Yeah.
was using Orange Amp in that show,
That
and
it's amazing what backlining one TV show can do for a brand.
yeah,
50 years later. A lot of people still say Black Sabbath was the first time because of that Beat Club backline, you know.
yeah, yeah,
And if you're not, if you're watching and you're not familiar with backline, it basically just means that we sent the TV show a bunch of stuff to use for all the bands, so that the bands didn't have to bring their own stuff in there. And
but
as a result, everybody gets to use it, and
yeah, yeah,
everybody sees it.
but after thinking about Led Zeppelin, I think maybe at the when I was 12 or 13, I saw a photo of Jimmy Page on stage. Maybe in that photo was that orange cabinet, because
Right.
now I have a book of Led Zeppelin, the compilation of photos and everything, and he uses orange.
Yeah.
So maybe the earliest memory was erased in my mind because of Earthless, but actually I had seen that orange amp when I was teenager.
That's awesome, man. I want to clarify this for everybody. Jimmy Page primarily used orange when they were touring with their own gear. He primarily used orange for the theremin. When
For
they
the
would
theremin.
go, yeah, when they would go outside of Europe, and they would be renting gear, like when they came to the USA or when they went to Australia or whatever, there was usually more gear on stage, and there was more orange on stage then, and he would be using more of the orange for actual guitar. So um that's cool, man. So Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath. um what's how is orange perceived in Indonesia? I mean, you obviously go to the music store all the time. How do people see it? Where does it fit in?
I think it's very eye catching for one. Like everyone instantly noticed the amp because of the color. Um, but I don't think not many tried it and try to get to know the sound of
Right.
the orange amp, because everyone has used the other one, even the backline.
Yeah. So that
Yeah,
I'm gonna assume that when you say the other one, you mean that there's a lot of, let me guess, Fender and Marshall in backline.
Marshall. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't have problem with Marshall, but
Yeah.
I
Great
really
stuff.
hate Marshall GCM 2000.
Yeah.
and every backline only has that kind of amp.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the reason yeah,
Okay.
I don't want to
That's fair.
complain.
That's fair. Yeah, we don't badmouth Marshall. I mean,
Yeah,
they do what they do
but
very well, and we do something different.
yeah, I mean, just because my taste in music is kind of old school,
Yeah.
70s,
You mean better?
and
No, I'm just kidding.
what?
Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, not many modern amp approach that kind of sound,
Mhm.
in my opinion. So, um, yeah,
Oh, cool. I'm going to throw up some of these comments that are in Indonesian. I have no idea what they mean, and you can tell me, and you can answer them if you want to, unless they
yeah,
just are like a string of curse words. There you go. I don't know what that means.
yeah. It just I don't know. I don't even know what they. What does he mean? I mean, gas, gas, ngapain gas? Just
Cool. All right, we'll
gibberish.
try another one.
This is not even Indonesian. This is Javanese. It's a
Are
local
they
language. So in our country, we have like hundreds of language, like
like
local language.
300? Right? I mean, an
Yeah,
enormous
yeah,
amount of languages. Yeah.
yeah.
So
Like
these are all. I mean, so
yeah, they're
well,
just
you have a lot of fans. We just don't know what they're saying. Um, let's see, man. Here we go.
this is my local language, Sundanese.
Oh,
Agil asked me to sing.
oh. Well, we're gonna have you play a few notes here in a few minutes. But before we do that, I was actually interested in knowing what kind of amp you have back there. What are we playing today?
This is my Rockefeller Mark One.
Oh, you have a Mark One.
Yeah,
Is it 50 or 100?
100.
Nice, beautiful
Yeah,
amp. That's
yeah.
the
I acquired this 10 years ago, and should I call she? She's been with me for 10 years, ups and down.
yeah. Have you tried the newer versions of the Rocker Verb?
Um, I tried the Mark Two. I haven't tried Mark Three yet.
Yeah, I like the Mark III probably the most.
Mm-hmm. Why is that?
Which there's something about, I think Adrian, who is the designer, I think he's fixed a couple things. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
especially, I didn't like the Mark II personally. A lot of people that I work with, like Andreas Kisser from Sepultura, he only wants to play the Mark II. Um, but Jim Root,
Mm-hmm.
who helped popularize the Rockefeller Mark One, he loves the Mark One. We had to take his Mark III and do a couple little things to it to make him love it. But I don't know, man. I think that we got rid of the mid knob on the clean, and I never really cared for that knob when we put it on the Mark II. We don't really need it. There's already the
I
perfect amount of
haven't.
mids built into that amp.
I didn't
So
even notice the difference was there.
yeah. I also really like the detonted knobs. Detente. The knobs that click, which you have just a smooth like
Yeah,
pot on there. Yeah.
yeah.
Uh, okay.
That's the
Yeah.
only difference.
No, there are other differences. I mean, tonally, there are just differences. Like
Oh,
he made it sound a little bit different, but yeah. Um, let's hear something, man. What do you got? I want to hear this SG. Oh yeah, that was
I'm
smooth.
not. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, it doesn't matter what you play. If you play something, they will come because because that is how our audience works.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Here in Indonesia, all the endorsers of gears tends to do clinics
Right.
and shred. That's why I never got endorsement from any equipment because I'm not a shredder. I just play rhythm and riffs
Yeah.
and sing.
I mean, hey, that's what we're here for, bro. Give us something. Crank that shit up.
I usually, set the amp, set the gain very low, and the volume very high.
Yeah.
To in my mind, that gonna emulate the, old British
Yeah.
amplifier because they didn't have master volume back then.
Yeah.
So I
They were
want to
really like
crank.
lead amps, very clean, very loud.
Yeah,
Yeah.
clean and loud. That's
Yeah.
what I like. And so that's
Dude, there is nothing better than a SG through an orange amp.
yeah.
I
And
love
what
it.
I do is this is what I like about this kind of amp because I can play it very loud like that. Or very slow, smooth and mellow like that.
Yeah.
Or if I want to like break it up even more, I can boost using a clean boost pedal like this one maybe.
And which one are you using?
Uh I I'm using Black Eye from Earthquaker Devices,
Beautiful.
and that I use to sometimes when I do lead like I need to like bring up the high frequency a little bit
Right.
without distorting the sound. So I use that booster to do that. And sometimes I love a little bit of fuzz.
Yes,
But
please. Give us some fuzz, bud.
this does it sound weird?
Maybe not that one. Yeah, it's nice. Well, it's nice and compressed, and it's very
Yeah.
vintage sounding.
Yeah, that's what I like.
What's Here's a good question, and I mean, I think we've probably answered this a little bit, but why do you love orange amps? What is it? What is it? Give me two reasons that you love orange.
The sound, like the sound, obviously, because it sounds very old to me. And then,
But actually, let me stop you real quick, because when you say the sound, compare it to other amps. What is it that orange does differently that you love?
okay, can I name
Sure, we're all friends.
models? Like I love Blues Breaker from Marshall, and but they don't, like Backlines doesn't have that. They only have GCM 900. GCM 900 compared to this one has biting, high frequencies.
Yeah.
And what I like is not that biting presence, but I don't know how to call it, but
Well, and
it's
usually
warmer. It's warmer.
there it is.
Yeah.
That's always the answer. I should just tell people what to say, because it's always the answer. It's warmer. It's got a little bit more mid range.
Yes.
It's just different in that way. Yeah. Good question.
I mean, it sounds like a guitar, obviously, but like 70s guitar.
Right. The way that Adrian always has designed orange is, well, first off, he tries to make everything start by sounding good with AC/DC guitar. So if it sounds good when you're playing an AC/DC song, then he modifies it from there. But that's the bass tone.
I cannot play AC/DC though.
Yeah. It's okay. I wasn't asking you to play AC/DC.
Yeah, maybe that's a blasphemy.
What's can you play even if it's just a riff, you might just like a rhythm part. Can you play something from one of your songs?
Okay. Actually, I have my friends here because
Yeah, bring them in.
Absar. Because what we do in the S.I.G.I.T, we have a 3 guitar part.
So it's not easy then to sound great while you're playing your one part out of 3 by yourself. Yeah.
Because sometimes we divide our frequencies, you know,
right,
with like the low frequencies and stuff, and sometimes Absar here play harmonies with mine and stuff. So
let me see him. Can I see him? Come say hi.
Come say hi, Absar.
Hi. Hell yeah, man. You got great hair. You guys all have fantastic hair.
But we don't have beard like you.
Oh yeah, I guess you could call this a beard.
Yeah.
While you guys are getting set up, there's a couple questions here I was just going to answer while you're getting set up. In order to find the best sound of vintage, which one do I like better, Marshall Bluesbreaker or Rocker Verb? 100 is what you mean. Completely different sounds. Honestly, I'm going to say this. I think that the Bluesbreaker would probably be more inherently vintage sounding because the Rocker Verb is our modern meets vintage sound. And there's not a whole lot of modern in that Bluesbreaker. So between the two, I would probably say the Bluesbreaker. And then here's one more question real quick while you guys are still getting set up. I want to ask a question. Why is the orange terror stamp not in Indonesia yet? Great question. It just takes a little bit longer to reach some distributors. And some distributors, not you guys, but some distributors may not ever take the product on at all. So as far as I know, you guys will have terror stamps there soon. But we sold out of our terror stamps immediately here in the USA. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's already happened there as well. I know that we're working hard to get more terror stamps out in the market, though. So, and if you're just joining us once again, this is Rekti Yoewono, which is he is in the band the S.I.G.I.T. This is another guy with great hair behind him, and they're gonna jam out on a little bit of song here.
He plays in Mooner too.
Oh, Mooner. Okay, cool.
So it's the bunch of guys forming 2 bands.
Right. That's great. Let's see how this sounds.
Okay. I know I'm part of life, won't make it right. Oh, I'm part of life.
Yes. First off, that sounds great. Second off, those guitar parts are fucking awesome. So yeah, that's really cool. I'm glad that you can we do something else? Can we hear something else?
see what is mine? Or would you drink for another wine? Can't you feel my heart in cries? Yeah.
Dude, that guitar part is sick. I love that, man.
Thank you. Actually, one thing that I love about rock reverb is the reverb.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I do have a reverb pedal, but compared to this one, is it spring reverb?
Yes. Yeah.
Cobain one more song, right?
Oh, please. I mean, the people in the comment section are going crazy. They're going to make sure that you guys play at least another song.
So for the song that needs more delay and reverb, I need to use this amp because the pedal doesn't, get it right.
Yeah.
Conundrum.
That was awesome, man. It sounds so good too, coming across right now. So yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I usually play around with the volume, and this amp respond really well with the dynamic of your playing, and then this actually does something to your sound actually. So
you're talking about the volume?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
Use it. People, come on, use your volume.
I'll tell you what, man. There's a lot of players. I can tell right away. I shouldn't say this, but I feel like I can tell right away how good a guitar player is if they're playing an orange amp and they only have like a volume knob. That's all I see them messing with is a volume knob, because it's already an amp that makes you sound like how you sound. You can't trick the amp. You know what I mean? If you're good, it makes you sound good, and if you're not good, you sound worse. So just a player with just a volume knob and an orange amp, it's one of the most pure tones you can have, and to make it sound as good as you're sounding, it's impressive. You guys, that delay that was sick. I love that part too. That was a cool part.
Thank you.
Something else, man. Come on, you got to give me at least one more.
You want to play one of your songs? I think, yeah, I mean, this is the only chance to do a, guitar clinic or demo for that matter. So I never done that.
We got all the
I'm gonna,
time,
I'm,
man.
I'm gonna play the bass.
Okay, we're gonna switch it up.
Yeah.
If you're just joining us, Rekti Yoewono of the band The S.I.G.I.T and Mooner. He also plays bass in Mooner. So we are going to switch instruments here. Looks like he's got an OB1 behind him there.
Yeah, I busted the tube on the 8200 and it doesn't even belongs to me.
Oh no. That 8200, that's like a Ferrari. You know? It's not easy to repair it. It's not cheap to repair it. So everybody, maybe we should set up a GoFundMe for Rekti so he can get that 8200 tube replaced.
I think I even broke the OB1. What's wrong with this amp? This is not a good look.
No, it's not a good look for either one of us, though. Don't worry.
Fuck. Oh.
All right, check your cables. Let's check the cables. Let's check the...
Let's check the cables. Okay. Setting up your M101. Check your speaker cable.
All right. If you're just joining us, we're running through the basic diagnostics test for figuring out why an OB1 amp sounds like it's dying. You want to check your cables first. You want to make sure you check the cables in the front and the back.
Yeah, this is what I meant by, I'm famous for my silliness.
Have I ever eaten nasi padang?
Nasi padang.
I don't know. I mean, I've eaten padang. What's the difference? I mean, there's different kinds of that, right? No, I have no idea. I also know that it looks like we've got a frozen video now, so that's good. So first it was a broken 8200, and then it was a broken OB1, and now it's just frozen video. So we're kicking it out of hitting it out of the park, guys. Let's give him a second to rejoining us. First off, while we wait for Rekti to come back, I would like to go ahead and just do a shameless product plug. We have new Crest Edition headphones. Look at that. They're Bluetooth. They come in a fancy box. We lost him entirely. All right, here he comes. Yeah, he's back. You're back just in time for me to finish my shameless product plug.
What's
new
that?
Crest Edition Bluetooth headphones.
I want one.
I can't use them with my computer, but I can use them with my cell phone. Pretty nifty.
Nice.
Got the controls on the side there.
Whoa. Are you sending those to Indonesia soon?
They're only available through our UK web store.
UK?
No comment.
All
right, for real. All right, so the OB1, it wasn't broken, I guess.
It wasn't.
Sounds good to me now.
Oh, what's wrong?
But it was a cable.
Loud? Too loud?
No, I think, well, it may be a little bit loud once you actually start playing, if you're going to play hard. Yeah. Here's a good question, actually. I want to ask you, why you with Rekti now? What thing? Orange teams with Rekti. Okay, well, first off, Rekti and I have been in touch for about a month, maybe 2 months. We joined up on Instagram Live at one point. He just kind of asked to co-host for a second, and so we met each other. And I did some research and figured out that his band is fucking awesome. He is a super cool dude. They all have amazing hair. Look at them. Their hair is fantastic. What was I to do? So yes, we are talking about adding Rekti to the roster and seeing what support systems we may have in Indonesia. So, all right, this is a Mooner song.
But I don't sing in Mooner though. I only play bass in this band, and he writes all the songs.
It's fine. Yeah, our audience hates singing anyways. They only want to hear guitar.
They're all geeks.
Just God damn. Did we lose him again? All right, just in case you don't know, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. And they are in Indonesia. So we are on a 12-hour time difference, and we're having buffering issues. Not a huge surprise. I know, man. Look, hey, man, we got through a lot of this interview without having this problem, so I'm actually very happy about how far we got.
Is it your worst connection ever for this?
No, it's actually not. Dude, up until just now, it was awesome. We had a great connection.
Maybe.
Here you go. Here's a good question. Are you guys working on new music?
Yes.
You have your answer.
The S.I.G.I.T is going to release some new stuff on the last date of this month.
Wow. There you go. That's great.
Yeah, and Mooner is going to
Yep. And we're oh man. How's everybody doing? You guys good? There we go. Did you have to re-up your internet card or something?
I did.
And just to be clear, this is not costing you hundreds of dollars, is it?
Not. Maybe 1,000.
Oh, fuck.
Nah.
All right, it looks a lot better now.
Yeah, Mooner is. There's a Black Sabbath compilations coming up, maybe next month through Magic. What was the label called? Magnetic Eye Records. From
Magnetic Eye Records, dude. I love those.
Yeah.
What's his face? Not Mike.
Jad.
Yeah, they're a great record label.
Yeah.
Between Magnetic Eye and Riding Easy Records, I can pretty much get all of my stoner rock needs met. So, okay, cool. All right, so we were listening to a Mooner song.
Yeah, which is more compared to the S.I.G.I.T, Mooner is more kind of a assimilation of psychedelic and traditional music, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And with a female single, female singer. So it's like a stoner, very harsh music, very trippy music, and then there's a female voice on top of it,
That
to
sounds
make
really
it,
cool.
I don't know, different, different. Try to be different a little bit.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I think the video is being a little weird, but I think it's worth trying to play another
Yeah.
song, and then we'll see how far we get.
All right. Another moon. Oh yeah, Mooner. I give up. I give up.
All right. It's fine, man. We got all kinds of bass problems today. No,
Bass
actually,
and
that did sound good though. It sounded good, so that was good. We could hear everything.
Thanks.
Yeah, dude, I love it, man. I love the vibe. It's so unique, because even though it's following in the footsteps of like it's following in the footsteps of like psychedelic rock, stoner rock, and stuff that's come before it, like Western, psychedelic and stoner. And yet there's just something to it that you guys put in there that makes it just sounds different. The chord progressions are just a little bit different or something, man. It's very Indonesian in its own way.
Yeah, we're trying. But I mean,
Yeah.
that's like that everywhere. Like even in Zambia, they're
Yeah.
doing their kind of thing, playing rock
Yeah.
and roll music, like emulating Rolling Stones, but become this really amazing African, African
Yeah.
beat infused rock. And also, we Indonesian also have that in the 70s. The old guys from the 70s to try to mix everything up
Yeah.
with, you know, it's just what we are trying to do right now. Actually, we want to, like, because that's what we like, and there's no one doing it right now, so why not we do it?
Exactly. And actually, with that in mind, like, things that are inherently Indonesian, are there any cool musical instrument companies in Indonesia that you're following right now? Is there anybody that you want to shout out?
Um, oh, there's so many. Like, there's actually a plugin company, for the recording and the AW stuff. It's called Kuwasa.
How do you spell that? I'm going to put that in the
K
comments.
Kuwsa. Kuwsa.
Okay. Wait, what? Kussa?
Yeah,
Kussa.
yeah.
That's
They
the
make awesome plugins.
I don't know. I just
And
typed that out. I probably should look up the website.
yeah, just they're on sale right now actually.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I'll put this comment here in the oh Kuasa. Okay, cool. Thank you for correcting that.
And there's a bass company called uh, Fat Fat Bass.
Just fat
FAD. FAD.
FAD.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Do you play any of this stuff, or are you just familiar
I
with them?
I just love playing. I don't have one, but my friends have one, and I borrowed it once and played on stage. It sounds awesome and very easy to play.
They look super fucking cool. All right, I'm gonna post that one up too.
Thank
What's
you.
their guitar? That's cool, man. I always love to find out. You know, there's a couple of really cool pedal companies because I love pedals and I follow a lot of different pedal builders. And
Yeah.
I mean, pedal builders that, you know, are in one bedroom apartments in, you know, in just kind of like in a obscure Indian town or something. You know what I mean? Like someplace like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Um, and they're making stuff that they're like a lot of it is spare parts stuff, and the sounds that they're producing are very unique. You know, I just love it.
Actually, my guitar player, he makes his own pedal.
Oh, that's very cool. Does he sell them too?
Not yet. I don't have. I don't even have one. And
What an
then
asshole!
his.
Make him give you one.
No, no, I haven't asked for one. I would love to have one, but
Yeah,
he's, yeah, he's not that confident to sell yet.
yeah.
I think, but it sounds very, very unique and very him.
Hmm.
Yeah, I love his sound too.
Awesome.
And he uses he also owns Thunderbird at Thunderverb 200.
The now discontinued Thunderverb 200. That was a super cool amp. It also
Super loud,
uh,
super.
we quite often clocked them at running way higher wattages than they were supposed to run too. So
Really?
yeah, I remember my tech at Orange one time bringing me into the back where his office was, and he was like, "Check this out." And he turned on the amp and he put it up to the whatever the meter. I'm not sure how you measure wattage. I'm not technically inclined, but it was running at like 240 or 250 or something. So yeah, those amps were amazing, but man, what a nightmare to repair those amps.
Yeah.
Dude,
He you can play bass through that amp.
you can, and when it first came out, we advertised it as such. However, it was too unique of a sound on bass, so we had to stop advertising it that way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because we did use it as a bass amp at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, we loved it, but you know, it's
Do you know what this
yeah.
says?
Uh, Abu Janda pun pakai amp orang. I don't know what he's on about, but I know what it's mean, but I don't know what he's implying.
It's a
Something
lot.
about you know, a lot of shit talkers.
Is that what it is? Is he shit talking us?
But maybe that guy earlier is talking about. He was saying, amp orang. Amp orang mean someone else's amp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's kind of a confession that I have to make. Yeah, I made these T-shirts. I made a bootleg T-shirts. Do you know T-Rex, Mark Bolan?
Yeah, of course.
the album Electric Warrior cover album.
Yep.
I changed the M to orange and
Gotcha.
erase the E.
Yep.
And orang means someone else's. So like if someone asks you, that amp sounds great. What amp is it? Amp orang.
Okay.
Someone else's amp.
Very much so an inside joke, and I. Let's see. And here's
so
a good
to explain.
Not that one. No, that's okay. I got it. Possibility that Rekti or the guitarist becomes an Orange brand ambassador. Yes. Yes, we are talking about that. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you can sign the paperwork today, but I want to make sure that we have a way to actually help you. Because, at the end of the day, obviously our strongest support systems are in places where we have the best distributors. And while we do have a great distributor now in Indonesia, it's only more recently that we've acquired this distributor. So it takes a while to develop, that kind of a relationship with the distributor to be able to help the artist in a way that is actually supportive and not just saying that somebody's a brand ambassador. With that said, this guy rules, and yes, I consider him a brand ambassador.
Thank you. I'm part of the gang.
Oh, you are. Yeah, we could talk about that. I mean, I at least need to get you on the website for sure. Because
I mean, I'm still gonna use the amp anyway. So
that's my favorite kind of artist. I endorse people all the time, especially if they already play Orange. Oh, here's an interesting question. Is that something that you can do?
I don't think Indonesian traditional tunes is in standard E. But I mean, Mooner is incorporating, traditional tunes,
right?
But not like 100% traditional. It's more of a modern traditional.
Right. Yeah, so it's you blend vintage with modern.
Apa ya? No, I can't play it right now. Like, it's not in my mind right now.
I'm gonna delete this comment then. Sorry, Tita. But Tita Chiquita is a great name though.
But I can work on it. Like, if it sounds awesome, I'm gonna put it on the record. But if it doesn't, it's not that easy to like plan things and make it sounds good.
No, it's not. You're right.
Yeah.
Let's see. We've got you dude, you have a very fervent fan base. I mean, this is a lot of commenting. These people love you. I mean, it's congratulations. You have got a great fan base.
Can I access the comment? I cannot see the comment section. Do I?
Oh, you can't see the live comments?
No, it's empty. It says private chat.
Oh, switch it. Oh, see where it says all, or down there next to where it says post a comment.
You lost me on.
Okay, you should be able to. You should be able to switch it down there at the bottom, on the bottom right, where it says.
Bottom right. I'm gonna type something.
You typed it just to me. So, can you click public chat, or can you on the right side?
There is no option on that. I give up.
Okay, fuck it. I don't know. Somebody's there's a couple of people asking about playing a little bit of a new S.I.G.I.T song.
New. Am I allowed to play that?
Several people have asked for that,
Several.
actually. Yeah.
Let's try, Auxier.
Don't do anything you don't want to do, though.
Player, player. Actually, we haven't performed for a long time. We haven't practiced for a long time. So I have to ask him the chord.
Don't be embarrassed.
That's it.
Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah, we did record the guitar through an Orange M. It wasn't Rockverb, it wasn't Thunderverb, it was Crash 12.
Really?
Yes.
That's awesome. Wow. You took like $100 amplifier and used it to record an album. That's awesome. That's
single,
great.
Though.
You know, it's really funny. The Misfits, when they were recording their second to last album, used a micro crush. And they layered up like 10 layers of that. And that's actually on the album. Bro.
What does it sound like?
Sounds like shit. No, I'm just kidding. It sounds great. It sounds great. Dude, this has been super awesome. I just want to say thank you guys so much. I know it's 11:15 at night over there. With that said, you guys are 12 hours difference. So hopefully nobody really noticed until just now that I was drinking beer at 10 a.m.
Hey, thank you for waking up for us. And thank you for having us.
I love it, man. You guys are awesome. The S.I.G.I.T Mooner is going to be on a comp soon on Magnetic Eye Records. The S.I.G.I.T is going to be releasing new music soon. Rekti from Indonesia, my man. We are definitely going to continue talking. I consider you a brand ambassador already. Let's just get that paperwork signed, baby.
Let's go, baby.
Thank you. And I want to say this too.
Yes.
We have not done one of these live streams where we had this many comments and this many people asking questions. Your fan base is the best one I've seen so far. So thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Thank you. See you soon.
All right, man. Absolutely. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.